Hi everyone, welcome back to Wondershare Recoverit, a platform where we help you tackle unexpected technical errors with your digital gadgets and recover any lost data along the way. Today we're here with a special episode as we'll be talking about different types of error codes that you might encounter on your digital camera and what you can do to fix them. Now, since digital cameras are not as robust as your daily smartphone, it is crucial that you look after them with a bit of extra care. Any small mistake could lead to unexpected camera errors or worse, data loss. Now, when it comes to error codes, each camera displays different types of errors in different situations, but the majority of these codes fall under similar umbrellas, and it's relatively easy to fix them. So in this episode, we'll walk you through some of the common digital camera error codes and the best ways to troubleshoot them. At the end, we'll also explain how you can recover data from your camera's SD card in case it's not possible to troubleshoot a particular code. So, press down on the subscribe button below if you aren't already a subscriber, and let's dive in. In general, a digital camera displays error codes when there's something wrong with one of the components, be it the shutter, the lens, or even the SD card. Each fault in a camera is denoted by a particular code so that users can easily understand what the main reason for the fault is. For example, if you own a Canon DSLR and you see error code 1, it means that the camera is unable to establish a connection with the lens. In this situation, you would either have to clean the lens contacts or reattach the lens properly. Now, like Canon error codes, each camera brand has its own series of error codes, but as I mentioned earlier, the issues with all these are pretty similar. It means that you can usually implement the same solution to deal with a particular error, regardless of what brand of camera you're using. So, without wasting another second, let's start with some of the most common camera error codes and the most effective ways to resolve them. Unable to read-write the SD card is one of the most common errors on a digital camera. On the Canon series, this particular error is displayed along with the code error 02. Usually when you see such an SD card error, there's a big possibility that you're using an incompatible card in your camera. It is worth understanding that digital cameras don't always support all SD cards, so before you put any card in your camera, make sure to check its configuration and ensure its compatibility with your device. Now, another reason why the camera might not be able to recognize the card is if it's corrupted. If you've recently used the card in a computer or a laptop, it might have picked up some sort of malware which may have damaged the file structure. In this case, you can either format the card or use a piece of file repair software to repair the SD card. The second type of camera error that's pretty common with various digital cameras revolves around the battery. If your camera is unable to establish a connection with the battery, then two things could happen. Either it will fail to power up at all, or it will display an error message on your screen. In either case, you'd probably want to make sure that the battery is fully charged, and then if charging the battery doesn't help, you might want to remove the battery and give it a proper clean. And while you're at it, make sure you wipe out the inside of the battery compartment as well. And in case nothing works here, the last resort would be to replace the battery with a new one, because it's also possible that the battery's just lived out its lifespan. Lens-related errors are pretty common in digital cameras, both mirrorless and in traditional DSLRs. Now, whenever a lens-related error occurs on a camera, really the only way to resolve the problem is to clean the barrel where it connects to the camera. Now, like all other digital devices, it's important to keep cameras clean and wipe away any dust from surfaces quite regularly. Apart from this, you may also want to get into the habit of sending your camera off to be serviced from time to time, as this can help prevent errors from occurring in the first place. Finally, the last error that's pretty common among digital cameras is the unable to initialize. This error occurs due to a software-related problem, and there isn't really a particular root cause to it. The best way to resolve this is to clear the caches on your camera and then perform a quick restart. So, that's how to resolve some of the most common errors on digital cameras. Now, as promised in the beginning of the video, let's quickly walk through a step-by-step process to recover lost data from an SD card that may have been lost due to one of these error codes. To retrieve deleted files, we'll be using Wondershare Recoverit, as it's one of the most effective data recovery solutions on the market. Start by installing and launching Wondershare Recoverit on your computer, then connect your camera to the system and select it as a target location. you'll find it listed under the External Devices tab. Recoverit will start scanning the camera's SD card and then display a list of all scanned results on your screen. After the scanning process completes, go through the results and select any files that you would like to retrieve. Then finally click the Recover button in the bottom right corner and choose a target location where you want to save these files. That's it! Recoverit will now automatically save these files to the selected location. So that wraps up our episode on how to fix different digital camera error codes. Regardless of which camera you're using, we hope this video helps you troubleshoot the error code easily. Still, if you face any issues, make sure to drop a comment below. Don't forget to like the video, and for more updates in the future, don't forget to subscribe to Wondershare Recoverit.